Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about how you can disarm a narcissist gaslighting. Narcissists gaslight many things. They gaslight your reality. And one thing they do gaslight is by claiming that something happened that never happened, or claiming that something never happened that you know did happen. Gaslighting is psychological abuse to get you to question your own reality, to get you to question your own sanity, to get you to question your own memory. And more often than not, because you care about the other person, because you want to validate the other person's feelings, you're looking for validation of your own experiences. You're looking for communication, you're looking for compromise, you're looking for that understanding, you're looking to get on with people, to have a debate and sort it out. A narcissist isn't looking for this. A narcissist is looking to be right. A narcissist is looking to escape any form of consequences for their actions. A narcissist is looking for getting their own way. You are not going to say to a narcissist, "It wasn't like this. Let me just explain it to you in this way so that you understand." And a narcissist go, "Oh yes, you're right." They're not. They're going to twist it. They're going to turn it. They're going to do all they can to make you think that you're the one with the problem. And in actual fact, yes, you do have a problem, but the problem isn't you. The problem is the person trying to convince you that you're the one with the problem, when they are the one who cannot admit mistakes, cannot admit wrongdoings, cannot communicate with you on an adult level to gain that understanding of each other, to gain that knowledge of each other, because they are trying to covertly hide through their gaslighting who they are. They're trying to hide their behaviour, they're trying to manipulate, they're trying to get their own way. So this video is how to disarm a narcissist gaslighting. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. So when a narcissist comes at you with things like, "That didn't happen, I never said that, I told you last week," you're losing your memory, you're losing your mind, you're going crazy. How can you, of all people, not remember? You know I love you. And these are all phrases to confuse you, to get you to doubt yourself, to get you to question yourself, to get you to question reality, to get you to think, "Well, did that happen? Well, yeah, they do love me. Did they tell me? Have I forgotten? Am I losing my mind?" And there's so much that goes into the background with the narcissist manipulation, the way they exhaust you, trick you, dupe you. So it becomes more easier, you become more susceptible to their gaslighting, to doubting yourself, to questioning yourself. And we can often end up in a place where we end up trying to explain ourselves to them, justify ourselves to them, believing that this method will work. And the more we explain ourselves to a narcissist, the more the narcissist will take from us and use this against us. The more we defend ourselves to a narcissist, the more they will use our defences against us. There is no way you can explain your point of view to somebody who only ever wants to see their own. It's just not going to happen. So one of the first things you need to do around a gaslighter is let go of the belief it could be different and accept it for what it is. When you know something happened, when you know they promised you something, and you go to them in the hope that you can communicate with them like you could with most people, and they turn around to you and say, I never said that. Listen to them and recognize what they are doing to you. If need be, write it down. Recognize that this person made you a promise. This person then broke that promise. This person then claimed that they never said that thing. Recognize it and take this as your warning. Yes, people forget things. People make mistakes. It happens in life. We know this because we ourselves can do it. We can say something and forget we said it, and then usually at some point we'd remember and apologise to the other person. So take this as a warning, and then if they do it again, this is your lesson, that this is who they are as a person. And if you give them a chance to do it again, they will take advantage of you, because that is who they are. We can all make mistakes. We can all give somebody one chance, but after that one chance, if they don't learn, if they continue that pattern of behaviour, we have to accept that's who they are. Which is number 2. When someone continues to gaslight you, we have to accept that is who they are. We have to accept that they are not going to be held accountable for their own behaviour. They're not going to be held accountable to their own promises. They're not going to be held accountable to their own mistakes. We have to accept that that is who they are as a person, and no matter how much we try to explain or justify ourselves to them, it is not going to change them. They're just going to use our explanations to get us going, to wind us up, to bait us, to provoke us, to get us to react to them, so they can avoid the initial subject, twist it all onto our reactions, get us to doubt and blame ourselves all the more, and work harder to please them while they continue to get away with their behaviour, while they continue to let us down. Creating that healthy detachment from them, recognising who they are as a person, accepting who they are as a person, realising that the more you're around them, the worse they bring out in you. The more you try to explain to them, the more they think you're turning against them, the more they think you're going against them, the more they think you're gaslighting their reality, the more defiant they are going to get with you. And it's not worth that side of them when they receive a narcissistic injury. It's not worth receiving that narcissistic rage by trying to prove your point to them. Allowing them to have their reality and allowing yourself to have your reality, recognizing that they're not going to see it from your way, and they believe that you don't see it from their way. That doesn't mean to see it from their way. That means to see it for who they are. They promise something, they fail to deliver on that promise, and then they claim they never promised it in the first place. So they promise that thing to get their needs met at the present moment in time, and once their needs were met, they forgot all about it and they're not interested in you. The more you try to explain to them, the more they're going to get defensive, the more they're going to hurt you. Write down the events, write down the lead up into events to get your reality check. Remain defiant within your own mind. Really don't want to be getting into an argument with a narcissist, because they're going to twist it into, I don't want to argue with you, to cause more gaslighting, so you think you're the one with the problem. Again, the problem is the person who's trying to gaslight you, who's trying to manipulate you, who's trying to avoid consequences for their own actions, who's trying to get their needs met at the expense of who you are as a person. Stand in your truth. You don't have to stand in your truth to that person, because you're just going to get into loggerheads with a narcissist. And with those who lack empathy, there is no telling how far they will take it. You are usually the one that backs down. So stand firm in your truth within your own mind. With many narcissists, those who aren't actually on the disorder, those with just high levels of narcissism, when they're coming at you saying that didn't happen, I never said that, one of the quickest, easiest, fastest routes to shut this down is simply just to say, okay, and agree with them. Verbally agree with them and say, okay. Recognise to them, they don't think they said that, which is okay. That's what they want to believe. That is what they want to believe. Recognise in your own mind that you know they said that, and you now know that they are lying to you, and leave them to it. Leave them to their own reality and start to create that healthy detachment away from them. Detach your emotions away from them. A narcissist wants to get you to an emotional level of thinking so that they can use your emotions against you, so that they don't have to be held accountable. If you're in public, if you're at a family event and you've got someone trying to humiliate you, you've got a narcissistic parent or a narcissistic sibling, or out with a group of friends and that narcissistic friend is trying to humiliate you, he's trying to get you to look like you're losing your memory in front of other people, is saying to you that they never said something that you know they said. You might have spoken out of turn, you might have said something they've told you in confidence, not realising they told you in confidence in front of that friendship group, and it's hurt their feelings. So trying to explain that you know they said that can push them even more. And it's not to say the narcissist or someone with high traits of narcissism is right. The whole point isn't to prove the other person wrong, because that's what a narcissist is doing. A narcissist believes they're right and wants to prove that other people are wrong. The whole point isn't to prove that somebody else is wrong. The whole point is to stay true to who you are as a person. So at a family occasion, at an event with a group of friends, one of the best phrases to say is, we remember things differently. This isn't a wise thing to say with a narcissistic partner that's then going to turn around and say, yes, my memory is correct, yours is wrong, and is going to keep trying to chip away at you because they've suffered a narcissistic injury. Therefore, they want to get you to react to them so they can blame you. They want to get one over on you. They want to hurt you. They want to frustrate you. They want to anger you to feel better about themselves. So with a narcissistic partner, you don't want to push your luck. That's when you're best off just saying, okay, I'm just leaving it be. Leave them to be who they want to be while you stay true to who you are as a person, keeping that diary for your reality checks, especially at the beginning when you're left full of self-doubt. A narcissist wants you to doubt yourself because that's how they gain control over you. So let go of the hope that they're going to understand you. Accept they're not going to accept accountability, responsibility, and they don't want consequences for their actions. Stand in your truth and healthily detach your emotions away from the gaslighter. If you do need to respond, things to disarm them, such as just okay, yes, things where they can't come back at you. Disarming them isn't to get one over on them, it's to stop the argument escalating, it's to stop the situation escalating, and it's to stand in your truth. If you're at a family occasion, we remember things differently. It's not to get one over on them, it's not to get them to see your point of view, it's to just recognise that that is how they want to remember things. You remember it differently, and stay within your own memory for your own life. When it comes to gaslighting, recognising that you are being gaslighted. I'll add that video into the description. Recognising the gaslighting techniques that they use, I'll add that video into the description, so you can recognise what is happening to you and stay in your reality. When it comes to gaslighting, your best line of defence is to stay in your reality. Stand in your truth and leave them to stand in their truth. Doesn't matter who's right or who's wrong. What matters is what you do about it. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because then you will start creating the life that you deserve, and you do deserve to have a good life. Bye.